You need to know your hair type and your hair porosity. This is the base of everything and it's so easy to learn. So we'll just go through it really quickly. There are 4 hair types. You have straight hair, wavy hair, curly hair, and then you have coily hair, which kind of goes in a zigzag pattern. The reason you need to know this is because you can't take care of all of them the same way. For example, with straight hair, this has a problem with becoming oily. So you might have to wash your hair a little bit more frequently. Compared to type 4 hair, this has a problem with moisture, right? It dries out very quickly. If you were to wash your hair every single day, which I know a lot of you do, then you would just dry out your hair. When it comes to porosity, you have 3 types: low, medium, and high. And porosity just refers to your hair's ability to absorb and retain moisture. Low porosity means it takes long to get wet and it takes long to dry. When it comes to high porosity hair, dries quickly, but it also gets wet quickly. When it comes to porosity, that is the most important thing because that's going to determine products. You need to understand the hair growth equations. Net growth equals the growth rate out of your head minus breakage. A lot of you are only focused on this number. On average, hair grows half an inch every single month, capped by your genetics and your diet, if you're eating healthily, all of that stuff. I'm not trying to teach you that. You need to understand this because I don't want to hear none of y'all whinging and crying and whining about what hair growth oil do I need to get. When it comes to the first 90 days, you need to boil this into your brain. That is not about growth. It's not just about the growth out of your head, out of your scalp, out of the follicle. You actually need to retain that growth. Follow 2 to 3 YouTubers with your same hair type. They could have your same hair porosity, but follow 2 to 3 of them just so you could absorb as much knowledge as possible. And you're already halfway there because you've already come across this channel. So you might as well hit a follow. Watch your hair. When it comes down to the routine, wash day should be so simple that you can do it with your eyes closed. CDMS. Cleanse, detangle, moisturize, and then optionally you will style. You could honestly just do shampoo, conditioner, and then probably just a leave-in plus oil. Maintenance. You just want to avoid breakage as much as possible. So you'll probably just pick out your hair in the morning, but make sure that your hair is damp as you do this. And you're kind of going to see this in the next step, is that your main focus right here is scalp care. Since you have just shaved your head, you've just buzz cut, maintenance should be simple in terms of you get up, probably brush your hair, use some scalp care, use a scalp serum. You can use a hair growth oil, something along those lines. But the first month, very simple. So now you're heading into the second month. This is when things start to get a little bit more complicated. You're going to need to detangle with slip. A lot of people, they'll just pick out their hair in the morning. They just use a pick. It's dry. They're ready for school. And then they just go about the day. You need a product that's going to allow the comb to glide through your hair. Now, there's a few products you could choose from. You could use a conditioner. My favorite is flaxseed gel. When you choose a product, this should feel like lube for your hair. That's the best way I can explain it. Get a deep conditioner. What's the difference between a regular conditioner and then a deep conditioner? Easiest way I can explain it, think of a deep conditioner as just a regular rinse out conditioner on steroids. It's just a top tier version. It's the final form. Think of it like Perfect Cell, okay? Nobody even remembers what, base cell looked like. He kind of just looked like a roach. You're gonna leave this in your hair for 20 to 30 minutes before you rinse it out. With a regular conditioner, it's about 3 to 5 minutes, but you wanna keep this in for 20 to 30. Once a week, you're gonna deep condition your hair, and that's when you go through your whole wash day. Learn the LCO method. You're just starting to get hair. A lot of you will only use a leave-in conditioner, and then you wonder why your hair feels dry. The LCO method is a layered moisturization technique. The L stands for liquid. Now, liquid, this could be anything from just water by itself or a leave-in conditioner. The C stands for cream. This could be let's say a curl activator, but it's heavier than the liquid. And the last part is the O. But essentially, this is the sealant. So this could be something like a jojoba oil, castor oil, grapeseed oil, all of that stuff. The point of adding all of these products in layers is to add moisture to your hair and then seal that moisture inside. So think of moisturization. Moisturization is a 2-step process. And I have a video on this as well. So you hydrate and then you seal that moisture inside. There's gonna be people who tell you, oh, I don't even do anything to my hair and my hair grows. That's because you're in the beginning. You don't even have hair to really break, Once you start getting further down the line, you can't get away with some of the bad habits that people get away with because you're not just snapping off half an inch of hair. You're snapping over 6 inches of hair. And that takes a really long time for that to grow back. Your main focus in month 2, if the first month was all about scalp care, You're just paying attention to your scalp as the priority, making sure that your scalp is moisturized, that your scalp is clean. The month 2, that focus is on avoiding manipulation. There are certain habits that are going to break off your hair. Combing out your hair every day, shampooing your hair every day, rinsing out your hair every day, or even things like playing in your hair, not going to sleep with a bonnet or a do-rag, over styling your hair, just doing the utmost, right? My main thing that I try to focus on when it comes to maintaining my hair and avoiding manipulation is do not do more to your hair than you have to. Day 60 to 90, what do we have to focus on here? Detangling strategy. Now that you actually have some length to work with, congrats, you can't just detangle your hair all willy-nilly, even if you're using a product that has a ton of slip. You always want to start from the ends of your hair and work your way up to the roots. If you start at the roots, you are going to push the knots further up the hair strand, which is just going to tighten them. So if you've ever had to deal with those single strand knots before, I know they're a pain. You're trying to detangle it, you're trying to comb it out, and then the ends of your hair just start to snap. The key is you want to start from the ends of your hair and then work your way up to the roots. Say this is your afro. You want to have a system that you keep repeating. So maybe you divide your hair into like 4 invisible quadrants. And you're going to be like, all right, I'm going to detangle this back half of my hair. Okay, I think I've detangled that. And then I'm going to work onto this half of my hair. And then I'm going to work onto this quarter and then to this quarter. And then boom, your hair's detangled. So you're going to have to keep a mental note of this. But why is this important? Like, Tarek, are you like, we're splitting hairs at this point, right? That's a pun. The reason why that's important is if you detangle a little bit here and you have no system, I'm going to detangle a little here. Then I'm going to detangle a little bit here. Then I'm going to detangle a little bit in my head. Then I'm going to detangle on this section and then I detangle on this section. And I'm like, okay, I'm done. Is your hair detangled? No. If you do not make sure that you fully detangle your hair, the problems that you're going to arise or the problems that you're going to face is that you're going to get to a point like maybe you go to style your hair. Since you didn't detangle it, you have knots. And if you apply a curling product to a section of hair that has knots, you're just creating more knots and more problems for you. Deep conditioning. We talked about this before, that you need to get a deep conditioner. Now you genuinely have to use it. That would look like you shampoo, then you deep condition your hair for 20 to 30 minutes at a time. After that, and this is gonna bleed into the next point, full LCO method. So you're gonna rinse it out, and then you're gonna do the LCO method. You got your leave-in, your curl cream, your oil, or your liquid, and then a curl activator or a custard, and then you're gonna finish off with shea butter or something. That whole thing that we talked about with hydrating and sealing. And after that, that's essentially your whole thing. You could style your hair. You could do a curly hair routine if you wanted to, but this would essentially be your wash day. Your main focus is moisturizing your hair. If you wash your hair on Sunday, this one we wash from Monday to Saturday, our maintenance routine would look something like getting a spray bottle. Is you're going to put a little bit of water in it. I'm talking about this much. Why do I say only this amount of water? I used to tell people to just fill it up, but then I realized if you just use less water, it becomes a lot more concentrated. So you don't want to dilute the leave-in conditioner too much. You just don't want to have to apply the actual liquid, the product in your hands and then rake it through your hair. The reason I'm telling you to do this, I figured this out through trial and error. You're able to add moisture without enduring the breakage. If you guys want me to build you a custom hair routine where I pick the products for you, establish exactly what you're going to do from Sunday to the next Sunday, and fix any bad habits that are in your routine, the link for that will be down below in the description. Go and click that now.